we asked Nigerians to share the stories of their mothers, the sacrifices they made for them, the journey of pain, love, devotion, and struggles made by our mothers to make us who we are today. They shared their stories with us. Thousands of entries, hundreds of interviews, and documentary across the country. 20 unique stories have been selected for us to learn from, appreciate, and celebrate. The sacrifices and devotion are real. Real people, real stories, real experiences. The emotional true life experiences being shared, narrated, and dramatized are simply captivating. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the most touching stories of our mothers. The Supermom reality TV show, Celebrity Edition, starts now.
Just as the crushing of a rose brings out its sweet perfume, so the celebration of mothers releases the sweetness within us. The ageless angels, the priceless princesses, the confidence of our boast, the reality in our hopes, and the strength in our zeal. Only mother's love understands our tears. Only mother's love calms our fears. Only mother's love soothes our disappointments. Only mothers share the joy we feel. Only mother's faith inspires the confidence in us. Mother's love, faith, boldness, steadfastness, inspirations and aspirations are fashioned by the angels and sent from God to mankind. Without mincing words, mothers are the greatest treasures heavens have lavished upon humankind. If you think you've seen heartfelt and exhilarating stories of how mothers struggled and suffered to get their children to the top, wait until you hear the story of Chiko Ejiro and Ara, the lady drummer, and you'll be amazed beyond words of mouth, sake of their children. The first mother to be celebrated is Mrs. Nusirat Olamuyiwa, mother of the sensational female drummer Ara, and Mrs. Susan Eloho Ejiro, mother of the ace filmmaker Chiko Ejiro.
The Supermom reality TV show.
Ara is Nigeria's first female talking drummer of repute. She started singing and drumming at the very tender age of 5 and decided to get serious with music about 20 years ago. In the late 80s, she recorded her first work in honor of our hero Nelson Mandela. Ara has taken her music across the world. She has played in Ghana, the United Kingdom, France, Canada, and various states in the United States of America. She has performed before the Queen of England. She has also performed alongside big names in the global entertainment industry, including Wyclef Jean, Wesley Snipes, and the legendary Stevie Wonder, for whom she also featured on his album, A Time to Love, on the track If Your Love Cannot Be Moved. As Africa's first and finest female talking drummer on the world stage, Ara is known for her dexterity on the talking drum, her beautiful dance steps, choreography, and soulful singing.
My name is Ara, the first female talking drummer of international repute.
I'm in my late 60s. I'm from Ondo town in Ondo State.
Few months after Ara was given birth to, her mother knew she was not an ordinary child.
She's a daughter I love from the bottom of my heart. Because when I was pregnant for her, all the signs I got during her pregnancy made me happy. I understood the kind of baby I was to have. I knew she would be a known person.
To begin with, she started walking very early in life However, it was weird that for a child who began walking early in life, it didn't seem right that she did not have any tooth till she was 2 years old.
I started walking at a very early age. I guess I was like 7 months, and my mom said that, and I had a bushy hair. I had no teeth until I was almost 2. So I looked like a bush baby.
In our place, when a baby starts working, the baby should have grown teeth. Whenever visitors are coming, I quickly back her so she wouldn't walk before them.
So my mom said each time a visitor came to the house, she used to quickly pick me up and back me so that people wouldn't know, and so that people wouldn't start asking her, what kind of a child is this?
I wouldn't put her down until they leave.
Ara fell ill when she was still an infant, and her mother naturally took her to the hospital.
At one point in time or the other, my mom had to sacrifice going to work just to stay around us when we were sick. I remember when I had my first operation, appendicitis.
What? Operation, okay, doctor. No. No, doctor, no.
She has appendicitis. The only way out is surgery.
How old? Doctor, we have to find another way out now. Doctor, no.
I'm sorry, there is no other way out. The best solution is surgery.
Doctor, she's too young for an operation. Moreover, I can't even bear the risk at all. Doctor, this is small girl. Doctor, please help me.
See, you need no exercise anything. The surgery will be carried out by specialists. Please,
no.
I can't tell how the fear was. I can't express it because I did not eat till dawn.
I remember when I had my thyroid, I had swollen thyroid gland, which is the scar I have on my neck.
They said it was going to be a 45-minute operation and assured me to be fine. I was afraid. I was outside. While they were inside carrying out the operation, outside I prayed.
My mom slept on the hospital floor. They told her to go home. She said no. She stayed with me in the hospital for the entire period that I was in the hospital.
When they were about bringing her out of the theater, I saw them dressing her bed, so I said to myself, if she was dead, they would not dress her bed. They would ask me to take my bag downstairs, that they would meet me. So that gave me rest of mind. I was with her throughout. I slept under her bed in the hospital. I spent 9 to 10 nights there with prayers, all that, and God answered my prayers.
And I remember those days I used to have this, serious stomach ache when we didn't realize it was appendix, and my mom would carry me on the back. My mom was just, a kind of mother that she was really, really into her children, and I realized that it was her love for us that, that made us really, how do I put it, exert much more discipline, especially on me, because, there were days that they would lock me up here and say you can't go out. Now fly the fence and I'll go. It wasn't like I was going anywhere. There are days I just wanted to be alone. I'll go to the beachfront and just sit down and write my songs and stuff like that. I was a very troublesome child. I was a tomboy. I grew up in a house full of guys. So I was exceptional. I wanted to do what the guys were doing and even more.
Mo rò pé òun ló jẹ́ kí kó dàbí pé ìwà tó ń hù ó le díẹ̀ bí ìwà ọkùnrin.
I got into trouble a number of times with my mom and my dad.
Torí bí wọ́n gbá bọ́ọ̀lù, a bá wọn gbá bọ́ọ̀lù. Kò bí wọ́n ń fò, a bá wọn fò. Gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n bá ti ń ṣe ló ń ṣe. Òun nìkan lóbìnrin láàrin wọn ń gbà yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ràn ẹ̀ gan.
As the years rolled by, Mrs. Olamuyiwa struggled to give her children the best education available. She didn't mind what she had to do as far as she succeeded.
She grew up in Ondo, and she told me she had promised herself that all her children were going to have the best in life. So, and of course we were lucky. My father was with a bank for over 30 years, but that didn't stop my mom. Most women would have said, my husband is a bank manager. let me just relax. No, that wasn't my mom. My mom still went all out. She was not the kind of woman that would wait for, daddy, if daddy doesn't give me pocket money or give us money to eat. No, she supported my dad in every way.
Ara lost her dad. However, things continued as they were before. One day she came home to inform her mom about her bid to become a musician. And this caused a lot of disagreement amongst the family members. In the end, they kicked against the idea, saying it was not a job for noble children.
One of the things that really touched my heart also about my mom was the fact that at the time I went into music, I come from a house where a family where everybody is a graduate. And I told my mom I wanted to go into music. Of course, my dad supported me, but we had an agreement that I had to finish school. But I was so impatient at that time because I felt that my dream was about to come true, and there was no way I was going to combine schooling with music at the time, and because it involved my leaving Nigeria.
When she said she would not go to school, I troubled so much. She said she wants to sing by force, and I told her, where we come from, singing is no job. People will see you as a dropout. But she said, drumming and singing fetches more money, and I did not believe. Myself and my dad did not believe. Later I understood, but the dad did not at all. Because all he is about education. He's ready to sponsor his child to any length of education. She insisted. Her father said we should let her be, so we did.
When I started initially, because my mom told me, a lot of family members kicked against it.
Láíláí Olódùmarè ò ní jẹ́ iṣẹ́ orin kẹ̀ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ rí nínú ìran wa iṣẹ́ orin. Níbo ló ti gbọ́ pé ọmọbìnrin ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀?
Yara, you better warn your child and tell her the truth. Torí mọ̀ pé ọ̀lẹ onípanṣágà obìnrin náà gbọ́n fẹ́ fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe.
Yara, listen very, very carefully. I know my brother would have done the same. You ready?
I will not allow you to bring bad name to our family in Yemen. Okomi, you've had it all. Since that's what you want, may God bless you, Amen. Guide you, Amen. Protect you, Amen. Wherever you go. Amen.
But she stood by me. She was there for me, even when everybody was calling me names in the family, saying, "Oh, the unprintable names," because I went into music. My mom stood her ground. A lot of people said nasty things to her, but today I am making the entire family very, very proud, and they no longer say nasty things about me. If my mom had not supported me, had not given me her blessings, and had not had my back, I probably would not have gotten that boldness to go into it fully or to get as far as I have gotten today. I am eternally grateful to my mom.
She did not stop there. She always visited Ara in the studio, and it was strange how she knew the names of all the studios where her daughter recorded and how to get there.
I troubled so much on her singing because she does not leave the studio. She does not tell me when she's leaving for the studio. And if she does, she would not tell me when she'll be back. It's up to me to sit and not sleep.
Because she wouldn't sleep until she saw me. And I think I'm the only one of her children who gave her all this stress. I'm the only one. Not that I know.
When she leaves for the studio, early in the morning, I'm awake to check her there.
I hope my child is here.
Once she's not home, I go to look for her. The moment she's through, I take her home, we go together. I thank God so much because today I wouldn't have been alive at all. When I saw what was happening, when I and her younger ones were looking for her everywhere, unknowing she was in the studio under the bridge, where the cannibal Clifford orgy was. So that day, she said she was coming at 9. I did not see her at 10. I did not see her. And there was no phone for her to say she wasn't coming. At 1 a.m., I woke her younger brother. That I've not seen your sister. I can't sleep. I sat down. So we took the car. When we got under the bridge, there was torchlight here, there was torchlight there. So I said, wait, please, so they don't shoot us. When I looked back, I saw 2 people jogging towards us. I said, go, they are thieves. That's how we escaped. Few months later, Clifford was arrested for killing people under that bridge. When I remembered a strange code that I would have been a victim, gave me goosebumps.
Today, I hope, I know, and I hope she will be more proud.
All she cared about was the happiness, the satisfaction and safety of her children. She did not mind going the extra mile for them.
Stubborn. But àwọn ọmọ mi ọkùnrin wọn ò stubborn rárá o. But àwọn ọmọ obìnrin àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n àbúrò tí mo bí léra yẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn gba 10 years lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ 10 years tí mo bí yẹn mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bí òun. So ìyẹn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló tún stubborn tí mo sọ iṣẹ́ báyìí ni kò ṣe tí ò ní gbà eléyìí ni kò ṣe tí ò ní gbà ìyẹn ìgbà tó ti ka school start tó lòun lọ university ló máa ṣòwò ni. Owó tí mo ní mo fún ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kínní ìyẹn jóná ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ó jóná pàtó dé ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta mo láti ta àwọn gold mi díẹ̀díẹ̀ kí tó tún fi raise owó fún mi lé ní sìn Ọlọ́run ti bùkún fún wa ó ti ní tiẹ̀ ó ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti rán ọmọ ní yunifásitì jáde ó dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
The Supermom reality TV show.
My advice to mothers is take care of your children. They might be stubborn as kids, but they shouldn't be neglected, because once you neglect them, you add more to it. Encourage your children when you see them go astray or stubborn. You don't have to beat them or starve them. It's not good. You should encourage them. You train them, talk to them. Then, all parents should send their children to school. They should go to school. Give them home training. Because my kids, when I do this, they know what it means. They respect elderly ones. All this I train them with. I did not starve them. Don't starve your children. Because when you starve your children, there is nothing a child can do. But when food is in the stomach, it's a little mistake they will make out of ignorance. So I urge all parents to take care of their children from birth. They should teach them honesty so they don't lie. Don't send them false errands. When you do, they'll think it's something good. Once they grow up, they will do it. Others will send them false errands, not knowing it's corrupting them. When they grow up, they'll start lying. If a child does something wrong, spank his butt or advise him. Some will know their kids steal, and when talked about, they say their child is a saint, that no kid is like theirs, and it's just a lie. That's what late Christian saints sang about. That my father taught me honesty. You've got to train your children with honesty. If you do not train a child with honesty, I'm sorry for the parent and the child. One should train his child with honesty, the right thing, Don't make your child pompous. Especially children born into wealthy homes, making them understand that they are children of the rich and should not play with the poor. It's not right. Nobody brought money from heaven. Anybody can have money. So, don't make them pompous. It's not good.
The Supermom will be right back.
Mo fẹ́ kí iye mi Alhaja Nusirat iye ọmọ gidi ó ṣe òye òkú àdúrótì mi bí bá sì tẹ̀ àti Ọlọ́run mímọ́ bí máa ra bé ó dẹ̀ ti apẹ́ wá da ikú wá jẹ́ wọ́n mọ́. Thank you so much, Mom.
Thank you, my dear.
You are a super mom.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You are the best gift God has given to me, and I am who I am because you are the kind of mom you are. It's not easy to be a mom than to be the mom to a star. You know the kind of pressures. You know? So I want everyone to know that my mom is the best mom in the world. God bless you.
Thank you, my dear.
Tell me who could be like a mama, yeah. I want to buy a motor, not a bicycle. I want to build house.
The Supermom reality TV show.
Chico is one of the famous Ejiro siblings. The Ejiro family is one of the popular families ruling the Nigerian entertainment industry. Although Chico got into the game through his elder brother Zeb, he has conveniently carved a niche for himself as Mr. Prolific in the Nigerian movie industry. Chico's love for the make-believe world is traced to the early days when his mother used to take him and his elder brother to the cinemas. But today, with over 100 flicks to his credit, he ranks as one of the best directors in the Nigerian movie industry. On his best movies among the lot, the ace movie director, who sees his wife Joy as the pillar of his success, said, "I don't have any particular one, but I have a few I can count."
My name is Mr. Chico Ejiro. Chico Wapo is the full name, it's a Spanish name called The Boy is a Nice Boy. I'm a movie maker from Delta State, Isoko in Delta State. I keep telling people that my mom is the best mom in the world.
My name? Hello, Susanna Ejiro for Isoko.
Mrs. Susan got married in Equatorial Guinea and gave birth to all her children there. She was a very hard-working woman and a fantastic mother.
In 1971, my mother and my father separated from Equatorial Guinea. My mother brought me to Nigeria and then from Equatorial Guinea. Struggled so hard with my elder brother Zeb to pay my school fees from the days of my primary school in Ilorin.
From when I start school for Zeb started for Chebule, she was start school for Ilorin, primary. For primary for Ilorin, and transport school for Ilorin.
During their leisure time, she would take her children to the cinemas. Unknown to her, she was already arousing a passion within her children for the film industry.
My mother used to take us to watch movies in these days and we were very excited.
That was this is not the tree, not the, not this, not the, we go rest from the cinema. So we do something, we could figure like a 2 time, go to it for cinema.
Soon, Mrs. Ejiro's marriage failed and she returned to Nigeria shortly after the Civil War with her 3 children. Back in Nigeria, the challenge of taking care of her children all alone plagued her. She had never done this before, nonetheless got ready for the challenge. Mrs. Ejiro sold starch in a small stall and used the earnings to support her husband's income in taking care of the home.
So she struggled so hard by selling different things like Gary, Ogogo, and stuff like that.
Mrs. Ejiro's business was moving slow and steady. However, when she had to pay their school fees, she discovered that all the money she had saved was not enough to pay it up. She resorted to borrowing from her friends. However, the efforts were futile.
She would go and sell in the market to raise money. They would borrow money from the Association of Women from Delta State in Ilorin. to pay school fees and stuff like that.
You get it away. I go borrow. I did buy credit set. I go buy credit for this one. I go borrow money for this one. I go borrow money for this one. When I borrow money like that, thinking be the king. If you see me, this thing when I put for ground, now be me. I don't want to say think the three person. So I don't turn on that thing for my whole life. Sell it when I get sell it gold, sell it, be the seller.
I'll give you 10,000. No, madam, that money too small. That waiting. You don't cash me, it's too small. Add something now. See what they give you. Because where after you go tire. Truth. You never wear that before. You don't mean I don't wear that before. Okay, yes, pet me, I give you the actual money you buy them. Okay, I will not like okay, just add something. Add something. My people, all of them will eat and then they will go school. I better add something, okay. I'll add 2,000, agree. My friend. Bring the money that manager. My children will eat, they will go school. I will buy them clothes. Yeah, all my man will bring me. I get gas for sale too. I bring where you buy. You don't sell yourself? I want to sell myself, my friend himself. How much for the gas? We'll talk down. If I will be able to come, I'll come. Okay.
Sell a gas cooker for balance as you go take church. So people that some women when I walk by pepper, grab pepper, chop, they can't ask me say, you see me give a cry. I say why they cry? He say, oh, who don't know you? You know you as when they come people know say na woman. See I should not be. I say na lie like this. We are all in America to Christian. Say you pass that thing. People they run from me. People try me for Ilori say go back for Lagos because you go die for here. So they phone my first he say if you see your mama now you no go born. You enter the Lagos now. I say mama wetin happen? I say my mama miss you. Credit and the famous miss. That I said never stand. She was still in university. So the thing attack me. I know they stay for night. From as far as the work kitty. As I have to take the balance. So now they stood with that. I know the someone tell you I'll wear this body, I will say you'll be weak. Which other body will come? Because this is thinking as I be. Like they fall from my waist, the bone if you put it, this cup of water, I go enter this place here. Who?
Mrs. Ejiro was a disciplinarian. Although she loved her children so much, she made sure she did not punish them unnecessarily. She believed so much in training children well, and she did that to the best of her abilities.
I will tell you one secret today. Mama has never flogged me. All her life. I have hardly flogged my kids all my life. So she's very, very meticulous, disciplined, and patient. She will educate you about life. She's not that type of mother who believes she will just take cane or stone and hit your head before you understand. The time she finished talking to you, you will know the difference between black and white.
Only furnish way, Mazin, any furnish way to the pursue. Plus not again. Stubborn. It might be not to God. It might be bandido. It might be area boy. It might be stubborn. But when I give her warning, the change will come back. As I say, every person they train me begin. Put to God, not to speak to him. God will turn a life change.
One particular incident that took place was when Zeb started returning home late. This did not go down well with her, and she made up her mind to punish him. One night, he repeated the same thing, and she denied him entry into the house.
Mama, open this door now.
Now be that.
Now me your cooking.
Now Jay go sleep this night.
Mama, please now.
I see you hear one, and then go sleep this night.
I promise I no go stay now. I say I'll come again. Mama, please.
No concern me. She didn't say when at 7:30 me they check your wristwatch.
Mama, please now. Please,
good
please
night.
Now.
Zeb grew up exhibiting the negative traits of a young adult. She tried her best to curb it, but when it was too much for her to handle, she handed him over to her brother. Zeb went to see her brother at regular intervals, and this helped to shape his behavior.
When he come back for a daddy, if he can't change, not let you go the worst place, not let the sleep he has, and it's small. But when he come back, take break him before I go, Mama, you can't work with you give me, make a do, you go worst place, because other work there, I say no. He changed to good. So not say they bet your picky say, oh, you cannot go die. You dey train, He can't change. When I say 7, they don't come.
Mrs. Ejiro had not gotten over Zeb's attitude when another problem came up. Chico had gotten into a fight in school and was injured badly. The injuries were so bad that he had to be hospitalized, and she had no money. She had to sell all her belongings just to pay his bills.
What he has to do, Bishop Smith for a lorry. Now for there, there be 2 friends. And also, me, I never say case woman, they can't force her say more gay, they talk to for more gay. They don't say they don't plan her. As they want to do so now, for all the boys there. Now just broke bottle, they off the light. So Chico, God deal with me on my picking. I said, I'm not going to bet you. It took Chico to see what for yourself. You take your hand, you draw like this, you teach you here.
Anyway, then I was a young man. Then when the stabbing in the hospital, not going to school, have a stab on your face, have a stab on your hand, and you don't go to school, your mother to have to stop her market to make sure that she goes to market and feed you. She goes to market and pay a hospital bill and stuff like that. For once in my life, that's why I was a young man, I felt so bad that I got myself into this problem. It was a really bad situation. I'm not like to you. The other thing today, some people say, most of them just wear shirts or stuff that cover your hands, and how many people will go and explain that I was stabbed when I was in junior secondary school in 1989.
The hospital we call the hospital which you could do many friends. They always start mind the child, but this one to the link also small. When you see one mark with the and this thing, after secondary school for body house, and then the mother.
Mama was there from the beginning. I spent like a month in the hospital. It was a major operation surgery that they did on me, okay? From the beginning to the end. Realizing that this is not because I sent my son to school, but she stood by me, and at the end of the day, also with the school, telling the school that my son must come back to school. He must not be expelled. It was so touching, emotional. And so when I came out from the hospital, I felt so bad that this is not the reason they sent me to school. Why would I go and do control? Almost expect, stabbed, killed, hospital bill she paid, school fees she paid, took me back to school, forced the principal to bring me back to school. From that day, I realized life from a different angle.
The Supermom will be right back.
It seemed like trouble and suffering was meant for them for the rest of their lives. The mom was there to assist them through it all. Now, Chico and his siblings are eternally grateful for all her help. They can never repay all the love and care. They could only try and try.
Train your pikin when it's small. When you grow, go and job the pikin. Because if you not train your pikin when it's small, when you grow, you will suffer. As I be old age now, if my pikin are not take care for them, not see some mama they don't they go work as if they find beg food. Because the time when the pikin is small, there goes the sausage. Not sell your pikin.
You should not insult your child. That's what she's saying. A mother should not insult his child. Because at the end of the day, the cause might follow the child.
Discipline your pikin. You did I tell us to discipline pikin, say now you discipline your pikin. Not to beat her, not to make her quick. Get what? Authority, give your pikin authority what?
the Supermom reality TV show.
Mama the Baba. Mama, you're the best mama in the world. I love you so much. I just want to say, I want to thank you. How you take bring me and the other people. Me and my brothers, how you bring us up from Ikotoraki. When you born us, bring us up. From 1970, when there was no marriage, you pay school fees, you train us, and today, sing it in the day. Without your prayers, without your struggle and support, move for the way you do. So with the prayer, say you stay more. Each time when you know is sick, when you say, "Mama is sick," it's no matter the sick, I will come. That's why I look you tears and come from my eyes. It's my mama making me die.
Everybody there, hey, hey, mama, hey, mama, hey, I really love you so, hey, mama, hey, mama, Zagaze, Ziggy Zagaze, hey, mama, hey, mama, mommy, hey, I remember those days in the stormy weather. That's so I go to get prayers from my mother. She say, my son, please don't bother. Things will be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Tell me who could be like my mama. She's so special, no other. My beautiful mama, please go on above you. Don't be sick, play. Oh, my little me. Oh, my little me. Oh, my little me. I really love you so. Tell me you could be like a mama. Sing as I got it. Tell me you could be like a mama. Yeah. I want to buy a motor, maybe bicycle. I want to build house for my mama. This is not the coco. I know they play coso. Be my mama, yeah. Mama, hey, mama. Hiddy body there, hey, hey. Mama, hey, mama. Hey, I really love you so, hey. Mama, hey, mama. Zagaze, Ziggy Zagaze, hey. Mama, hey, mama. My mama be my queen, I know they take come they play. She's the strength of my soul, no be play, I be play. She's my princess, my empress, my love is endless. For my mama, so you were right here with me anywhere I go. You're the best around the globe. You're so special, yeah. I really love you so, yeah. Tell me you could be like a mama, yeah. Oh, tell me you could be like a mama, yeah. I want to buy a motor, maybe bicycle. I want to build house for my mama. This is not the coco. I know they play coso. Be my mama.